Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon. Enter the gun. Oh. Hello there. Welcome to Enter the Gungeon, the best roguelike game of all time. But how hard is this roguelike, you ask? Well, dear sir, let me go check my quests real quick. Hold on. No, not over here. This guy. 14 shambling. Okay. To answer your question, friends, not very hard. Get circled. Now I know what it looks like, but I promise it's magic. It's a gun that can kill the past. But is this really how we want it to end? Here, having beaten the game without any challenge, it's too easy. It can't end here. We must return to the breach. It's 198. Should go down to like 160. Last thing we do, we gather our courage and pray. Which curses us. And Casey's right there. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's not. But we can pretend. See, when we gather our courage and pray, it grants us 9 curses. And it basically just curses the run. Now, the issue with 9 curses is almost nothing. It just causes more jam to show up, which, if you're good at the game, it doesn't matter. However, if you get 10 curses, you're followed by an immortal Reaper of Death, who by himself, not at all hard to dodge. If you add him to any room, game gets pretty hard. Which means I have to play the entire game with that loser. But there's no way I win this. Which led me to the God Run. On the very first floor, I get an A key 47. So what that does is it's the best weapon in the game. The A key 47 is actually so good. Infinite ammo, it's essentially equal to just an AK-47 in the game, which is one of my favorite weapons anyways. But with infinite ammo. Leave me alone! There's no reason for me to fight the first floor boss. Do I get another chest here is my question. I do, so very worth it. So I'm playing Super Hot now. I got the Super Hot watch, which slows the entire game down when you're not moving. Which means essentially the freest of free wins, while I have one of the best guns. And I promise you this run only gets more insane. So I came to a conclusion. Here's the thing. I kind of got the setup to win. The question is, how much do I care about the content? Because this isn't great content, you know? This is just kind of easy. A gun with infinite ammo, infinite time to make decisions. Well, nigh infinite. Where's the content here, right? Well, I'll tell you where the content is. We're not using it. We're real men. We play this game as such. So I abandoned one of the best items in the entire game so that there was a real challenge. But even under these crazy conditions, approaching the final boss, I was still a little overpowered. Oh my word. That's crazy. I didn't know you could kill a mini boss that quickly. Hello, dragon. One cycled. That's crazy, actually. And I no-hit him. I didn't even notice that. Unfortunately, friends, praying isn't the end of the challenges. There's actually 4 challenge modes that you can activate simultaneously in this game. And it's so difficult, to this day, I've never succeeded. Here's to my best effort. There's 4 challenges here, and really only one of them is super dangerous. The first one is the rainbow chest. As you can see, what the rainbow chest does is it's your only item per floor. This loser comes and takes all of the other items that don't come from the rainbow chest. Now, rainbow chests drop the best loot, and they give you an option of a bunch of different loot. The only things we're going to be picking are passive and active items, which you'll understand why in a second. Whenever you no-hit a boss, you get an extra health bar, so no-hitting them is going to be extremely helpful. Thankfully, I did that here. For my second chest, I grab an eye patch, which lowers my accuracy, but it ups my damage by quite a bit. Now, the second challenge is the Blessing of the Gun, and what that does is it actually randomizes my weapon. When I say it randomizes my weapon, I mean I don't pick up random weapons, but every so often, you just get a new random weapon, and you have to make do with what you have. If you have a sniper rifle and there's 1,000 enemies, good luck. If you have a minigun, you know, it's a blessing from the person who gave you the gun blessing. I don't know. After practicing, the first 2 bosses really become second nature to you. It's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th boss that really become issues later. Now that I'm doing the real run with all 4 challenges and I see that super hot watch, I think to myself, man, that's probably a pretty good idea. So I may or may not, I definitely grabbed it. The 3rd challenge is really easy to explain. It makes the game faster. I don't know what percentage it makes the game faster, but you definitely feel it. The game moves much faster once you get that 3rd challenge activated. But like I said, the one that's actually hard is definitely the 4th challenge. So what does the 4th challenge do? Well, the 4th challenge makes it go from probably a 5 out of 10 in difficulty to at least an 8 out of 10. It adds modifiers to rooms. Anything from the pots at the side of the room shooting you randomly when they break, to making you go down to half a heart every time you take damage, and a whole host of other things, all of which are very deadly. From poison trails, to Gorgon's gaze, to things I would have to explain so much about the game for you to just understand why they're called what they are, like Rat's Revenge, but every room becomes a unique challenge that you have to know what all of them do and keep track of what all of is going on if you have any chance of winning. I hate this challenge. I've beaten all 3 of the others at the same time rather easily because they really complement one another. But this 4th one is killer. Now, I'm on the 5th floor, and there is no 5th challenge for me to explain as I show you what happened in the floor. Or is there? See, there is a 5th challenge, and I didn't bring it up earlier because I thought you might click off the video if I explained to you why I'm not doing it right now. But there is a 5th challenge, and it in fact already came up in the video once. Gathering your courage and praying adds 9 curses, as I've already explained. Now, that's not the end of the world. It's, like I said, it's 10 curses that'll really screw you over. But PB, why are you doing that challenge right now? Well, you see, dear viewer, when you get random weapons, some weapons come with curses. Now, if when the weapon disappeared, the curse disappeared, if that's how it worked, that'd be fine. But unfortunately, the curses stay and the weapons go. So if you're unlucky, you just get cursed the 10th time and have to spend the rest of your run dealing with room modifiers, extra speed, random weapons, not many items, and the Grim Reaper of Death pursuing you at all times. Unfortunately, I just can't do it. But maybe I can. Now, I failed this run, as you're about to see. If you enjoyed the video, if you want to see me torture myself and finish this run with the curses enabled, then subscribe, like, and comment below. This is me shelling. I want to be famous. Have a good day. Goodbye.